So I'm just doing a very quick video because I want you to be able to do this when in between our sessions to make sure you're able to do the homework. And sometimes there's a lot of information coming at once when you're doing this brand new, and on virtual it doesn't make it any easier. So I am just going to video this for you real quick. So with luring, we're going to be taking a treat that's enticing to them. They need to like this treat to be like a magnet. So if I move the treat here, I want the dog to follow that, you know? So if we have this treat in front of their nose and we walk backwards, hopefully they're gonna follow it. So we wanna make sure not to go too far, because then they're just like, what do I do? So if we go slow, they'll follow, and we're gonna mark right here when they eat that treat. Yep. So we have this, we're gonna go, yep, give that treat, show that treat, yep, and give it, yep, yep, for example. So then I want you to hold a toy. Hold a toy. I know this is huge, it's a pillow. Hold the treat next to the toy. You're gonna show them this treat. They're gonna be interested in the treat. You're gonna pull back. If he touches this thing, yep, yay, and throw a big party and give him that treat, and good job. And then we're gonna do the same thing. We show the toy, the treat, hey, look, I have a treat. And they touch, yep, give them that treat, woohoo, yep, treat, yep, yep. And so then you stop with the treat up here, and you're just gonna go, and he touches, yep, yep. And every time we're marking with a yip, we're giving a treat. So anytime that I'm saying yip, I'm actually implying that I'm grabbing a treat as well. So it's yip, grab treat, yip. So it'll look like this. Come here. Go like this. See, I'm luring her. This is luring. Just they want the treat, otherwise they won't follow it. So at first, I'm just gonna go, yep. 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 And now I'm gonna hold this toy. Yep. 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 And then I'm gonna pretend I have a treat, but I don't. Yep. 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 All right, hopefully that makes sense. So then you're just using the toy. Hey, Etta. Yep, like that. So practice 15 minutes, at least twice a day, every day, doing the same thing. You want to use this exact same toy several times in different areas of your house. And then you want to attempt to add a different toy. So if I've been working with this one and I want the dog to then move to this, I'm gonna practice for several minutes with this. We're gonna hold it here, hold it there. We're saying, get it, you know. And then after they're really in the mode of understanding what to do with this, we're gonna switch to that. If they have a hard time touching that, go back to this and then switch. And then this and switch. And once they start pressing this, you don't have to have the old one. And then you're yes, yep, yep, yep. So you want to have a lot of repetitions as fast as you can, repeating it so that like thing that they're getting marked for makes sense to them. So if we don't speak the same language as somebody else and they're trying to tell us that we're getting warmer and warmer and to turn off the light, So they're screaming at you, trying to say all these words, and you're just like, I don't know what to do. And you happen to step that way. And then you're like, okay, they're throwing a party. They're like, yes, you did it. And you're like, but what did I do? And so just by chance, you happen to go here again. Yay, big party. Now, if this was like an hour later and you stepped again, you wouldn't really maybe know that their party is actually for the stepping unless you did this 1, 2, 3. Okay. So if you did that very, like several times very fast, yep, you're like, okay, I know exactly what this is. This is what I'm getting the party for, is walking this way. So if we're shaping, if suddenly they stop throwing a party for that one step, usually if you're motivated enough to want that treat, you're gonna step, and then you're like, okay, why isn't everybody throwing a party? You're gonna do a step again, and nobody's throwing a party. So you're gonna push a little bit further. And once you get further, they throw a party. So you're like, okay, maybe 1, 2 steps, woo! 1, 2, woo! And you did that like 10 times, and everybody's throwing a party. You're like, it makes a lot of sense. I do 1, 2, and 1, 2. And so this time, they stopped throwing a party at 2 steps. So this time, you're going 1, 2, no party. What do I do? 1, 2, 3, and throws a party. So you're now like 1, 2, 3. Everybody's throwing a party. I've got this. It's 1, 2, 3, party. 1, 2, 3, party. 1, 2, 3, party. When the party stops at 3, what do? You're likely to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's kind of like shaping. And then, if you wanted to walk the dog towards the light, that's essentially like you're shaping the movement towards the light, for example. But hopefully that makes sense. I just wanted to make sure everything's clear, because I know we'll meet again in a month. So usually I recommend doing lessons once a week, but I understand the situation, and want to let you know that you're welcome to just check in with me if you're having some issues like troubleshooting. We can spend like 10-15 minutes kind of clarifying things so that you're on the same, you're on the right path. So anyways, happy training. And this cue we're just going to call get it. And we really don't need to use the word get it tons yet, because he doesn't quite know what that is yet until he's already clearly getting every different type of toy. Because then we're like, I'm going to put it out and tell him get it, and I'm going to bet $100 that he'll get it. When I put it out, that's when we really want to make sure he knows that word, is when he already knows the behavior. So it makes sense that behavior means this. Okie dokie. Have a good one.